Right, hopefully I'm live. Let's have a look. Really should just bookmark this. As usual, it still says Night Trap. Well, it's still an image of Night Trap there. Yeah, the music is excellent in this. Right, so if I do edit stream info, again, why does it say Night Trap? Right, I just edited it myself. Has that worked? Also, can I be heard? That's the other, obviously the other big question is whether I can be heard or not. Because I'm pretty certain I've got everything like up to, everything should be working today. Because brilliant, loud and clear. That's really good. Okay, that's excellent. And yeah, so that's good. It's all working. Right. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I just want to get a beer very quickly, and then we'll continue and find out who is at the doorway of York's apartment. 1 second. Should have done this earlier, obviously, but I wanted to make sure that everything else was working. Where's the... Okay. This time, I've mostly got everything organised. Yeah. Right. There we go. Yeah, mostly this time I've got everything all... Where's my glass gone? Oh, it's over there. Yeah. Right. Where's my headphones? There we go. Right. Okay, I've got everything organised. I've got my controller, that's no problem. I've got some headphones, which is good. I Joy-Con drift, but I've just fixed that with the old contact, it's not in there, contact cleaner. I've got my drink. Yeah, I'm drinking, as always, Hop House 13. Yeah, it's working fine. I just want to open this up and get some poured out, and then I'll begin. It's very exciting. I've heard this is getting patched quite soon, which is, it's probably a good thing given from all that we've heard about some of the other elements that are not ideal at all. But it's, depending on how long this game takes me to get through, maybe we won't get. You're not going to see the patched version probably, because it'll probably take quite a long time for them to make all the alterations. Look at that. That's terrible. Let's put a bit more in and then leave it to settle. Do you know, Scientologist, I don't know why it always does that. It always defaults to Night Trap, and I have no idea why. It's just very strange. Even though all the settings are set to this, and then I have to go in and change the whole thing, and it happens every time. But never mind. Yeah, it is really bad pouring. It's and that's going to take a while to settle, which is irritating. But anyway, let's get going. Right, here we go. What was the long... Okay, that one maybe. It's funny because I got 2 new games today actually. I got Paper Mario and also Ghosts of Tsushima. Yeah, I updated the logo just before we started streaming. How does it look? Does it look good? Yeah. The cliffhanger was I've got to open this door. Oh, I forgot you can't invert the controls. Never mind. Alright, let's find out who's at the door.
Hey there, Chef. What's cooking?
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David.
Is he a strippogram?
I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes,
He's
I've
got that,
gathered
like,
that
bow tie,
Lucare
and I was
is
wondering whether he
French,
was like a
but
stripper.
does it have any special meaning?
It reminds me of Frank Butcher
Why,
turning up,
yes, sir.
you know, like
of course it does.
in
A
EastEnders.
very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings.
Yeah, he is Scientologist.
Would you like
yeah.
to know what this one means?
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare means square in French.
Why do they keep saying
Ah.
Lucare?
And
That's it.
that's it?
Yes, that's it, sir. Do take a gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old. I'm sure you'll understand once you see it. Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say, the job makes the man.
Okay, so that looks a bit problematic. Okay, so now we've got to check out the map. Oh, what's happened? I mean, whilst it's kind of nice to be hearing the music again from the first game, it's also a little bit
Do you
disappointing.
feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
This is going to be... yeah.
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Exactly. Ever
What's
since
going on?
mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hungan.
Hunga. The title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Do you comprehend the oracle?
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent.
I'm not sure, Colin.
And
Ross
you will
Wilson. I need to
glimpse
put my
the
religion
other
hat on,
world.
apparently.
10 maidens and an ambiguous zero. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Follow the oracle.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos.
Nice.
But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
Okay. Interesting. Right, so I've got to check out the map though. Where is it? There it is.
Zach, this is Lucare. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our
Lucare.
concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way.
What?
It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
I will have a chat with people, Pismology, don't worry.
Zach, what did you think of Hungun's oracle?
It's alright.
Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle. Heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside.
Oh,
Now
no.
let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The hotel and...
It's got to be the
where?
diner, innit?
and the 10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right? The answer
Trees?
is bowling. The shape of the
Okay.
bowling pin was based on the feminine form. The 10 maidens are the 10 pins. But a place where someone can both eat and
the
bowl
diner
at
in the
the
lane,
same
innit?
time. I'm skeptical as to whether we'll be able to find such a place in a backwoods town like this.
It's the diner and lane, isn't it?
Alexis's Diner and Lane. This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time. Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to find it.
So, okay, so this is where I'm going now, yeah?
Now for the other oracle. There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? First, let's just figure out where... Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number. But under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature, Zach. Yes. 0 degrees Fahrenheit
Okay, so
is
it's gotta be
minus
the food delivery service.
17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that.
Presumably there, because there's got to be freezers there, isn't
The
there?
question is, does our 0 refer to Celsius or Fahrenheit? Let's think for a moment. We're in Louisiana. Which measurement system do we use here in America?
I've no idea.
The Clarkson Food
It's
Delivery
gotta be like
Services
it's a cold
Cold
storage
Storage Warehouse. That's got to be it.
Yeah, see?
Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing. Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start, didn't you?
Pretty much. I mean, I'm a very stable genius, so it's fine.
And how about that Hungan? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel.
If you're dying to smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me. You're the
At
bellboy.
your service, boss.
Are you good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach.
I mean, Gadget
It just
8-bit, I'm
screams
beginning
deep
to think
south,
not.
actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. I'll play by your rules.
I can't believe no one played this, like, and said anything. Right, let's see if I can have a chat with people.
Hiya, boss. How can I be of service?
Disappointing that it's not all voiced. Oh dear. Right, what can I buy here? It's gonna have to be cola, isn't it? Might be useful to have. I remember these being useful when things got out of control last time. Let's buy a donut as well. Got loads of cash. Yeah, I mean, I think that York might also be a tap dancer, and he's wearing his tap shoes. Because yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Zach, here's another perfect symbol of the human condition. Hunting trophies. And it's a buffalo hunting trophy. Now that's a surprise.
Thanks to the sub, Scranky Victory. Appreciate it. I've got like the proper creator dashboard up now and everything, so I can see what's going on.
I've seen several trophies made out of human skin, but never a buffalo's. Looking at him brings out this strange feeling from within me. Yes, the very same feeling I got when watching a certain film from 1984, directed by Peter Hyams. 2010. The last scene in that film filled me with such a sublime, majestic feeling.
I'm a pro streamer. I'm so good at this.
It was filled with everything that was missing
got
from
my
the finale of
whiteboards
2001,
and
A Space Odyssey. Just talking about it makes me want to watch it again. Let's watch it once we get home. Promise.
Sean's new commands. Oh, come on! I'm not that fancy. They use like Streamlabs and all that kind of stuff. I'm using the Elgato. What's it called? Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do that.
We always strive to provide our guest with the finest of service, sir.
That's right. It's the Elgato Game Capture HD. It's
Our
terrible.
humble, bucolic town
But it's the only thing that
does have its
works.
inconveniences. Shopping, in particular, can be a bit of a slog. Therefore, we decided to provide a modest selection of daily
See, I only got the
necessities
HD60
right here at our very own front
instead
desk.
of the HD60S.
Great.
Because David and
Sounds
not David,
convenient.
Matt and Sean said, "Oh, you don't need the HD60S." Turns out you do if you're using a Mac, because otherwise none of the other stuff works. What can I sell? Rubber bullets. Let's buy a first aid kit, just in case. It seems I've got tons of cash anyway, probably some cigarettes as well.
Please don't hesitate to let me know if you're in need of anything.
Yeah, there's been no enemies yet, but
Would you mind
I'm
if I-
getting
By
ready.
all means, please ask me whatever you like, sir.
Do you run this entire hotel all on your own? I mean, just the three of you?
Yes, that is correct, sir.
So you, or the three of you, own the entire place?
Oh, heavens no, sir. The chef, the bellboy, and myself are all mere employees of this fine hotel.
Thanks, Gadget Bit.
So the Clarksons own this
I'm
place too?
expecting that the combat is going to be the same as the first game,
Not quite, sir.
but without inverted controls. So, yeah, I know he's on Paper Mario, isn't he? I mean,
This hotel opened its
Really
doors
disappointing.
long before the Clarksons came to prominence.
Impressive. No wonder this building has such a dignified air to it.
Indeed. This is probably the only building in all of Lucare that has managed to retain its original appearance.
So who's the owner? I simply must know the name of the person who had the fortune and sense to come into possession of such a fine building.
The owner of this hotel is none other than David Jawara, sir.
Zack, that's the fourth David. It all makes sense now. I sincerely hope I get a chance to meet him during my stay here.
If I may, Mr. Morgan, sir, I don't think that's such a good idea.
Why not?
Unfortunately, our owner has a bit of a personality problem.
oh dear.
The three of us here describe him as having a fractured mind.
Right, let's just get out of here and see where we go next. Oh, do you know, I'd love to put a fan on. I'm so hot. It is called Casa Pineapple, yes, so yeah. Yeah, the loading is pretty chronic actually. I mean, I'd be lying, Deadbeat Punk, if I didn't say that. I mean, I've got Paper Mario here, and I've got Ghost of Tsushima that I could be playing, but no, I really want to play this. This is I've been looking forward to this all week. Yeah. Oh, look, what is the loading? The loading is insane. That's a very long cigarette he's got there.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease.
Well, obviously.
You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is.
That's it. You tell her, York, get her smoking.
In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia. We're always surrounded by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Yeah, so why not enjoy
And I reckon you also
smooth
know
cigarette.
that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
It's a pretty safe bet. He'll be long dead before she does. Or she is. Ugh.
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Oh, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you? Adults ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lees Clarkson murder case somehow.
Is this something I should be
This
aware
is a
of?
sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
That name rings a bell.
Tell me, Patricia, does this town have a sheriff? Or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
Just don't be an arsehole this time. Not like last time. Run, crouch, okay. What does Red Room do? Oh, okay. Alright. What happened there? Okay, what? Okay, right. It's like Tony Hawk. Can't do any. Can't do any tricks. Oh. Smooth. Right, let's see if I can have a chat with the daddy.
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much about. I'm Melvin. They call me the sheriff round here.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan? But call me York if you can. That's what everyone calls me.
Huh? Well, all right. Mr. York. How's that sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out, but our town's a small one. Yeah, folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town. Now, I reckon you came from the city. What was it? D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye.
I think
That's
they would.
the city for you. Now, I never lived in one myself, but I visited them a few times, so I know what it's like. All pigs must die in the city of wolves. Yeah! Now, does that sound badass or what? I bet you'd... Hey! I know, CLG. I'm just trying to make a little small talk, that's all. Anywho, round these parts, everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an étranger like you. And since it's my duty to protect the town, I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Zach, it looks like this sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just how peaceful this town is. Melvin, about the Lees Clarkson case.
I knew you were here for that case. Can't put one past the FBI. So they even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all within their grasp. FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The Lise Clarkson case is connected to a top-secret case that we've...
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town. My jobs are to stop my neighbors from beating the piss out of each other and listen to old folks complain. Honestly, this whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation, Mr. Special Agent, sir.
Well, Zach, that was anticlimactic. I didn't even get to use my secret weapon.
Okay.
Melvin, there's a cold storage warehouse on the southern end of town.
You missed
I'd like to get permission
character,
to
should
enter.
I?
Say what?
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah. Now, that's what I call a special agent. You already figured that much out. But, I'm not too sure that, going down there at this point is really gonna help much, you know?
Explain it yourself, Daddy.
That's incredible. I don't believe this. Amazing. Did you hear that, Zach? They put the body in a cold storage warehouse.
You might be right, Shy.
This is fantastic. Insanely fantastic.
Really? Well, how about that? Well,
So,
all right then.
Why is the sheriff?
I'll head on down to the warehouse ahead of you
Got a
and
whole
make sure
bunch
we
of
get
like
permission
drinks
to
and
search
stuff
it.
in the back. Does he
Sounds
do
good.
like deliveries as well?
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances. So be on time. Got it? Come on, let's roll, CLG.
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy. I still got another stop to make.
Oh, if you say so, sweetie. She's a real sharp one, as you can see, so I try to stay out of her way. Well, all right then, York. I'll see you at the warehouse.
Yeah, I mean, Scientologist, that's what I was assuming with the... that's why I bought a bunch of cigarettes, because I knew I'm going to have to skip some time. Okay, me doing that is going to happen a lot because of the whole not being into invert thing. Now, I guess I should go to one of these locations, shouldn't I? I can't drive a car, because I don't think I can. It's going to have to be the skateboard. I don't know why that happened.
Hey, you! You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you?
No.
Or using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
She's heard about Wayfair.
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious?
I wish she'd blink.
And don't tell me what you imagine, or else I'll get scared of you for real. Hey, can I come with you?
No.
You signed a contract with me, remember? And besides, I'm kind of worried about my daddy.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free. But I have one condition.
What condition?
Don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter. Zach, it feels like she's carrying something with her. Kind of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?
Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So we've got main quests, side quests, so they look the same for some reason. Why would you do that? I'm not sure. Right, so I've got to get over there. Oh.
Hey Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution.
Frame rate on this is appalling, and the pop-up.
CLG, I think. What exactly does that mean?
Clever little girl. That's what it stands for.
She's still following. Where is she?
It's nice that he made up his own nickname for me.
Where's she gone? Oh, she's there. What? Okay, let's just.
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Unda, is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of either? Still too early to tell. But it's clear that he will be key to uncovering this case's
That's pretty good
mysteries.
sounds on this.
That's what
Look
my
at the
soul
frame rate! It keeps stopping.
By the way, Zach, Unda feels very...
What's all that? Why is there all these red things here? What? Hey! Okay, let's get out of here. I'm getting robbed by squirrels. Who's that? Oh! That was not what I intended to do. It's $100 I lost from that. That was completely not intentional, honestly. Oh, this is just... That was completely not intentional. I swear that was not intentional. Right, let's go. I didn't mean to do that. Oh dear. I don't know which one I'm going for now.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even.
Oh dear, I don't know what happened there. It went wrong. Ah! Stop. Right, what's this? Oh, it's a toolbox. Okay, handy. Start a fire to keep animals and rituals away. Okay, right. Right, I can remember that there's a safe zone there. Right, anyway, let's get to the... I mean, this also controls a lot worse
looks
than
like
you
we
can
were
imagine.
right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just
No one
happened
lives
to
in
hear
this
news
place
about
either.
Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state. And then we
Where
never would
is
have
this?
found it.
Oh, there it
In
is.
the end,
Right, it's the
would have
bowling
been
alley.
shut up in that vast...
Right, there we go. Right, we're at the diner.
Patty, is something wrong?
I got something to say. When I first met you in the hotel parking lot, you mentioned Saint Rouge, right? If you want to find it, maybe you should track down Professor R.
Professor R.
Yeah, Professor R owns the jazz bar on the other side of the bayou.
How do you know that?
Because.
Because, huh? Interesting.
Interesting. God, look at the quality of this video. Look at that, look. I mean, this really looks like a... I mean, this doesn't even look like a 360 game. It's beginning to look like a PS2 game. Okay, another loading session. I mean, they really should have held this back for longer, honestly. This was 40 English pounds, actually. Yeah, it was not entirely cheap. Okay, there's a lot fewer people than I'd be expecting to. Why did the music suddenly just stop? It is pretty much full price, yeah.
Ten maidens, Zack. Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all.
Oh, my lord. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Sorry, honey, but you can't smoke in here.
Oh, nuts.
Since you're with Patricia, I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping out Agent York in his investigation.
Yeah, but the thing is, Scientology,
We
I mean,
signed
I
the contract.
agree with you on that.
Oh, my
to a degree,
lord. Well, ain't
but this
that
looks
something?
worse than the original game did.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. Everyone's always called me that.
Oh, my lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
There's barely any people, is there? So it wouldn't be difficult. What's wrong with her?
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh, my lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures? My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zack, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Lise, you don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it. Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
What kind of fellow?
She said he had a really tall shadow,
How tall?
as tall as an oak tree.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't. I know just about everyone in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man who stands that tall.
It's the serious music. It's like the, you know,
Maybe it really was an
solving a
oak
mystery
tree, and she
music.
just mistook it for someone. Sometimes the silhouettes of them trees, with lots of Spanish moss hanging down, make me feel a little funny, too.
I don't think so, Alexis.
just cutting her off.
Lise said the shadow was following her, correct? That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree. If she had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zack, this data is all very intriguing, but it isn't the answer we're looking for. We
don't
came
even
to
know
knock
what we're
down the
looking for.
10 maidens, remember?
Oh, yeah! Booyah! I got a turkey!
It's Peggy Hill.
Truly mesmerizing, Zack. This is why I never tire of small-town investigations. Same goes for you, right?
Music's back.
Agent York, if you're fixing to bowl, you're gonna be disappointed. Mrs. Carpenter never lets anyone else use the lane while she's here.
Patty, that's exactly what I came to do. You see, Zach and I need to bowl down 10 maidens.
Fine, go on and try if you wanna, but I'm gonna eat my sundae.
Do you like hot fudge sundaes? Alright.
Hey! Are you nuts?
What's the most addictive drug in the world?
How should I know?
It's sugar, Patty. Far more people die from obesity and diabetes than from cocaine and heroin.
Is it still hot outside?
Alexis, would you give her some milk?
Oh, my Lord. Coming right up, honey.
Sugar might be dangerous, but it ain't against
The
the
Joy-Con
law.
drift is fixed.
You got
The old
no
contact
right to
cleaner
take
fixed
that
that
from
out.
me, even if you are some FBI agent.
Actually, Patty, I do. We signed a contract, remember?
I'm not
I promised
beating the
to
old woman.
protect you from all the evil in our world.
I know you'd like me to do that, Colin Ross Wilson, but I'm not going to do it.
Delicious. What an amazing chocolate sundae. Zach, I think we just uncovered an incredible treasure here. I feel like I could eat one of these every day while we're in this town.
Oh, what?
Alright, let's have a chat. Sort of Peggy Hill. What?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, howdy, stranger. My, you're a handsome one. You came out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
Oh, so you are from the FBI. I thought as much. So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss.
I mean, that's
They
probably
are the real deal.
quite a risk putting a
One even predicted
like that in a
when I'd
scene as
bowl
a-
my
I don't know where I'm going
first
with this.
perfect game. Oh, no! Oh, could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one. If you move any further that way, you'll
Nothing,
cast
nothing.
a shadow over
It's
the
been
lane.
it has been a
Well,
long
the
week.
sheriff did that once.
It's been a long,
And something
difficult
horrible
week.
happened. The next time I bowled, I got a gutter ball.
David, very little has
First
happened
time in
so
12
far.
years.
Although I've been
I was
skateboarding.
mortified. And I am going to make sure nothing like that ever happens
And I
again.
accidentally hit someone.
In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
It's her routine, Zach. Understand? Just like us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to
That's why I'm
topple
here.
10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me. I haven't given it up once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago. I'll never break my promise to him.
But
Just to rest her.
Now, if you'll excuse me. Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane.
How are we going to do that?
Yes,
Because
I
I'm
know.
not using violence.
I won't do anything illegal.
Plant drugs on her? I don't know. I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that.
Excuse me, Mrs. Carpenter.
Stop! Not now! Can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind? Holy mother of bowling balls. Let
I'm
me
not
pick
gonna
up
hit
the
a
split.
Please apologize you.
Holy
It's not
mother of
happening.
bowling ball.
Because it's a pro bowling alley, David. That's why.
That stance, always works on a split. Oh, yeah, never fails.
Zack, our new friend, appears to be a very superstitious lady. We should try and utilize this trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for a bit.
Can't he just force her to, like, and just be like,
That was an
"I'm
amazing
FBI,"
shot,
you know?
Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little
That is
items?
not what happened, but yeah.
The ones you used to help you bowl that split just now.
Ooh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking a liking to my collection, have you?
Oh, yes.
It wasn't an old,
great
old
liking.
woman, actually.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli Frida.
Erzuli Frida.
Yes, it's a mystical establishment run by the Mirror.
The mirror.
If you're interested, I can mark it on your map for you.
I'd love that.
Zack, this is it. Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there. We may even be able to find something capable of changing her mind. It really feels like we're in the deep south now, doesn't it?
I don't know why he keeps saying that. Right, so I've got to go to this place. Right, let's break out the skateboard. I'm assuming the loading's going to be quite long on this, seeing as it's loading the entire town. Oh, can I do? What happens if I click run the 60-second ad break? What happens? Has it run a 60-second ad break? Because that's just one of the options on here. I just wanted to see what would happen. I just did it. I just clicked on an ad break. Maybe if you're a subscriber, it doesn't do it. I don't know. Okay, I'll just wait for the ad break to finish if there was one. Okay, it's got 20 seconds remaining apparently. Did anything actually happen at all? Right, there we go. It's nearly done. Yeah, because if you're subscribing, you ain't going to see it, are you? Right, there we go. Completed it. Right, there we go.
I thought you came here to bowl.
Yes, I did.
Then why are you leaving? You gave up on trying to...
Alright, let's see if we can find... Where am I going? Okay, I'm going there. So I just need to go down here. you hit something, it just automatically turns around and doesn't. That's weird.
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that.
I'm using a Joy-Con grip actually at the moment, yeah. Here we go. Oh look, can we look, Dave, can we just talk about this on the show? I can't be bothered to do this now.
It's
honestly.
a voodoo shop.
Just looks like a dumb souvenir shop to me.
Man, it's so uncomfortable. Look, please, I don't want to get to this now. Just deal with it later.
Of course it does.
This is trying my patience enough.
You're much too young to understand the true value of such a place.
Yeah, the Pro Controller's upstairs. That's what's happened. And I cannot be bothered to go up there and get it. The Joy-Con grip was downstairs, so I plugged it in. Oh, that's it. That's the end of the story. There's nothing else. Can I run another ad break? What have we got here? Prime subscription loot reminder. What if I click that? What happens?
This is all kid stuff. It's just a bunch of charms. I'm allowed to watch TV and go on the internet, but I ain't allowed in here? My daddy makes no sense sometimes. You agree, right, Agent York? This is all just kid stuff.
Look at this, Zach. All the mysticism of the Deep South gathered up into one quaint little shop.
Hang on, wait a minute. Oh, I don't know where my phone is. Hang on. Wait a second. Someone's ringing. Where's my phone gone? There it is. Hello?
James.
Yeah.
Am I on loudspeaker?
Yeah, you're on loudspeaker.
What is this about your Pro Controller? What are you doing?
Well, okay, so hang on, I have to pull that out. Let me put that up there and then maybe... Okay, so basically, my Pro Controller's upstairs. I can't be bothered to go and get it.
What do you mean you can't be bothered to go? Do you know how uncomfortable it is to use that awful Joy-Con grip? What are you doing?
I know, but it's just up here. Like, okay, I know, I understand...
Just up here what? What do you mean it's just up here? What does that mean?
I don't know. Look, it's just, I've got the Joy-Con grip, like, here, like, in my room, so I just thought I'd just plug those in, it's easier.
You saying here doesn't help me. I'm on the phone to you, you are aware. I don't know where here is.
It's downstairs, isn't it? And I just couldn't be bothered to go and get the Pro Controller.
James, why not? You're supposed to be our #1 Twitch streamer, right? You're supposed to be the boy, right? People show up for you, they care about your streams. How are you supposed to be pro if you've literally got a Pro Controller upstairs and you're not even using it?
It's fine, there's nothing wrong with the Joy-Con grip though, is there?
Isn't there?
Well, okay, I mean, I see, this is the other thing. Before I started the stream, I had a problem with Joy-Con drift as well. But I'm not joking, I had to fix it with the old spray.
James, listen mate, we're going to have serious words about your commitment. We talked about it on the show this week.
Come on!
I think we're going to have to talk about it on the show next week.
Come on, you did...
I'm looking at your stream now, right? It's just a little picture of you in the corner and the TCGS logo. I'm surely you can install the flashy bits that match all that. Why haven't you done that?
I can't do that because they told me to buy the wrong streaming setup. Is why actually.
You spent money on the wrong setup.
Well, you see, the thing is, right, is I bought the Elgato HD60 and
Elgato.
Yeah, I mean, I could have bought the Elgato HD60S. And they told me not to. They just said it's fine, just buy the 60, you don't need the other one. Turns out you do need the other one if you're streaming from a Mac, so it's their fault.
Right, okay, well we'll have a word with Matt as well. But,
yeah.
you know, you might want to work some of your excuses for Wednesday's show because we're going to have a serious discussion about your content.
I mean, come on, surely it's my choice. It's my choice if what I want to stream with.
Look, in your private life, mate, it's your choice to do whatever you want. But when you're on company time, I suggest you put the effort in, right? I'll speak to you Wednesday, alright? Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting back to this. Bye.
Yeah, I'm definitely back to this.
Yeah, well, I've got to play this because look, I've only got another 20 minutes left. I'm getting on with it.
Bye, enjoy it. Bye.
Oh, sorry about that. That was David. I mean, I don't know if you could hear that or not, because it's a bit of a noise. In fact, yeah, I should have run an ad. That was a mistake.
This is 100 times
Sorry,
more
Matt, I
exciting
should
than
have
the
run an
FBI evidence vault. It's a vast treasure chest.
Anyway, let's get back
So
to
much to
Deadly
study,
Premonition 2.
so much to learn.
Right, let's have a look around. That's the same thing that's in my bedroom. In the game, not in real life. Can I punch it? Ooh! That was again not intent. I didn't think it would just do it wherever. Right, okay, let's just have a chat with this guy.
Thou art a seeker, and I see the object of thy desire.
What?
Doth this be what thou seekest?
No. It's certainly not.
I could sell it to thee now. And only now. Surely fortune shall not bless thee with another chance. Purchase this, and know that thy wishes shall be granted.
That's crazy. Even I can tell you're getting cheated, Agent York.
I disagree, Patty. This person can be trusted. I've been studying people for quite a while, so I can tell. That figurine is connected to our future.
It sure is.
My price is true. What say thee?
Now, the only problem is I've punched 2 people and lost $200. That's alright, I can afford it. I was worried it was going to be more expensive.
I'll buy it.
Thou art a man. I am loath to part with it, but 'twould be a fool's
so
errand
hot.
to keep it from such a keen-eyed soul.
I'm wondering whether I could get away with having a fan on. Because I've got a fan over there. If I... No, I
What's
probably
wrong
shouldn't do
with
it. I'll
you?
just get in more trouble.
No normal person would ever buy a piece of junk like that. Not even at
It's
a
just too
garage
hot, isn't it?
sale.
Marvelous, isn't it, Zach? What a treasure. I can't wait to use it.
Use it? Where?
Isn't it obvious, Patty? I'm going to put it in front of Mrs. Carpenter's house.
In front of her house?
Yes, I'm sure this figurine will stop her right in her tracks. And that'll give us a chance to finally topple the 10 maidens.
Solid
Are
plan.
you serious?
Of course I am. And so is Zach. Aren't you?
I'm seriously wondering if I should quit helping you out with this.
Right, okay. Why have I got to do that? Why have I got to create a voodoo charm?
Mihala.
What? I don't care. This is like the longest thing ever. Probably am not going to do that.
Verily.
Okay, so I can do that stuff. Can I create a charm? But I ain't got any bits, have I? So I can't do any of those. That's fine.
See it. Thou hast.
Right, let's leave. Let's go and put this creepy statue. Where's this stopped again?
Whoa.
That was close.
Well, look at you, all standing there like you're expecting me to apologize. Huh, it's your fault for not paying attention.
Oh dear.
What?
Got a moment?
Can't say I do. I'm in a hurry here.
I won't take up too much of your time. I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
I said I'm in a hurry, Peckerwood.
What does that mean?
Get out of my way.
I've got to look that up.
Patty, who was that?
Kalina Clarkson. PJ Clarkson's second daughter, and Lisa's mother.
Zach, we've found
Okay, I
ourselves
now
a
know what
Clarkson.
that means. That's
Oh, she's not here.
it's a racial
Golly.
slur.
Oh, she's not here. My dolly isn't here.
One of the key persons in this case just came out of the woodwork to meet us. Now things are really getting interesting. Isn't that right, Zach?
Should you have a chat with her? Okay, don't bother. Yeah, just have a Google. You'll see. Next time I load to the outside, I'm totally going to, I'm gonna do another ad break, I think, because it's about a minute, isn't it, to load each time. Right, okay, where are we going now? M16, I need to go there. Frame rate!
Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one.
Yeah, pretty much. Try to sounds like that. What? It's like nobody lives in this place.
We're talking about him. Una. Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of evil? Still too early to tell. But it's clear that he'll be the key to uncovering this case's mysteries. That's what my soul tells me. By the way, Zach, Ungun feels very familiar to me. You might even say he reminds me of someone. Yes.
I mean, you see, the thing is, right,
The connection.
I'd heard that
Wise,
this was
also
bad
mysterious African
in terms of like,
variety of different films.
yeah, frame rate and
Mine must be
everything.
overlapping him with the
But-
skeletal gentleman. Do you remember his name?
Yeah, this is worse than I could have possibly
Yes, that's
imagined.
it. Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one.
Wait, no, that's not where I want to go. Is there a car?
Hey, Zach.
Oh, that's
No,
a car.
nothing. Just felt like saying that.
How do you do a jump? I don't even know how you do that. I've tried pressing all the buttons, but nothing does it. Oh, where am I going? There we go. I'm thinking the music changes when it does that. Right, let's put this.
Bad timing, Zach. We need to place the figurine in front of her house when she's home. Otherwise, it'll be useless. Let's come back later.
Right now, so this is why I bought the cigarettes, because I'm assuming.
Bad timing, Zach.
Oh,
We need to.
Right, let's go over here and have a smoke. How do I do that? No, not that button. No, that's punching. Right. Right, so if I have a smoke, then I'm hoping it's then going to. What was the time? Like, what's the? Is it between 10 and 6? Yeah. So let's. This is exactly why I bought the cigarettes. What? Oh, okay, more cigarettes. It's going to run out in a second, isn't it? And then... Oh, damn it. Why am I paying hotel fees as well? Right, let's try... I've got the last cigarette. She's still not going to be... It's 10 o'clock, wasn't it?
Bad timing, Zach. We need to place the... Let's come back later.
Okay, so I don't know what to do. Because, can I steal from a letterbox? Okay, got some low quality string. Okay, nothing in there. Oh, let's go through the bins.
Looks like a case of bad timing, Zach. Let's come back later.
Oh, I need to kill 2 hours. How? They killed the music as well now. Ugh. So what are they doing? I mean, come on, this is significantly worse than the first game, like in terms of like production quality and everything. Oh, these blasted squirrels again. Right, let's get moving before they start trying to eat me. There's just loads of people just standing around not doing anything.
This town sure is peaceful, Zack. Yes, I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here.
Oh, can you
To
see
protect this peace.
That's right.
Isn't that right, Zack? Hey, Zack. No, nothing.
Oh, wait, what's
Just
that?
felt like saying.
Oh, dear. Okay, picked up a lizard skin. Yeah, I've got no more cigarettes. I only bought like 3 packets.
One lollipop? 2 lollipops? 3 lollipops? Don't mind me, Zack. This is how I wake myself up.
So I'm wondering if there's a shop or something where I can buy some cigarettes, or maybe a camp where I can kill some time.
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking.
Oh. Tight spaces. Okay, maybe there's something in here. How do I get in there? How do I crouch? I should have read the instructions. Ah, there we go. Right. He's got his tap shoes on.
This is the deep south. I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours down on me. Don't you, Zack?
I know what I need to do. I need to just put that thing in front of her house, but I can't do that until 10 o'clock. When she comes back and... Oh, there we go, look. Right, what's in my toolbox? No, hang on, that's the toolbox. Right, okay. Right, can I sit on this or something? No. What's this? I thought if I was in here the time would go. See, that's not true. Right, okay, let's pick up some cigarettes. Right. That should have solved that problem. See ya, Big Melody.
Did you?
Sorry. This is a lot more difficult to control than you'd believe, honestly.
This is the deep south. I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours down on me. Don't you, Zack?
Right, let's stand here and smoke a cigarette. Right, that should be fine now. Good.
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, my dear lost lamb. What are you doing there?
Oh, this? This is all part of the Lise Clarkson murder investigation.
Something important, hmm?
Oh, yes. Very important. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. That's what everyone calls me. But what should I call you?
I'm Tyrone Sanders, pastor of the Lucare Evangelical Church.
And what business does a pastor like yourself have in a place like this?
Lives over there, doesn't he?
Well, I live over across the way there.
Do you have an intimate relationship with Mrs. Carpenter?
Why? Why in the world would you suggest such a pitiful thing?
That's what we were all thinking.
Lord, how could I ever become intimate with one who is so devoid of faith? After she lost her husband, she stopped coming to church. All she does all day is bowl. She even pruned the shrubbery in that pitiful
That
fashion.
is dedicated.
Yes, truly pitiful. And did you see that hideous ox of a dog she owns? Pitiful with a capital P. I tried speaking with her, but she shows no intention of changing her ways. Yes, I fear she never lends an ear when the good Lord reaches out to her. Indeed, I pity her from the bottom of my heart.
So you've been spying on her out of pity?
Spying? I'm merely awaiting the chance to lend her a helping hand. You'd best be careful, too. This town harbors much more danger than you're aware of.
I'm sure.
If you ever find yourself in need of salvation, feel free to stop by our church whenever you like. Our church also functions as a clinic. Someday, you may need our help.
Zach, did you hear that? Pitiful. Try saying that to someone in the city. They'd instantly slap you with slander or defamation charges.
No, they wouldn't.
You'd be up to your neck in court papers.
Don't think so.
I doubt I'll tire of this town anytime soon.
I
We should
already am.
consider stopping by that church whenever we get a chance.
Right, okay, so we've done that. How do I just save? I just want to save. Is it like that? No. Right, it seems I do have to find somewhere to save. Let's have a look at the map. So what's that? Doesn't say. Actually, no. I can just go to the diner, can't I? Let's set a waypoint. Although the diner's going to be closed, isn't it? Is the thing. No, I think you can save wherever there's a what's it called, a telephone.
This town sure is peaceful, Zach. Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach?
I can't believe this was released in this state. I really can't. I find it hard to believe.
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that. Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like
See,
saying
like, just that sort of stuff, like just repeating dialogue. That's really disappointing.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft.
So we've heard this already.
All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts
I
of the
swear
asphalt.
it was
and
not
sidewalk.
like this in the first game. Like, it really wasn't. That's the thing, yeah, he's not talking about films or anything, he's just, I'm not sure. Is that the Hotel Pineapple or whatever? I think it is. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna stop at this point before I get to the what's it called, the bowling place, because we all know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get there and it's gonna say it's closed, obviously, because it's 11 o'clock at night. So probably I need to go in here and save. But I'll be back next week to continue this madness. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. It's good. Matt's back on Sunday, I think. With not Super Metroid, he did that and it was a whole thing. With Hitmat, is that what it's called? I'm not sure. And then, yeah, pod next week. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And see you later. Bye bye.